Hi there, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for August. This month begins with the Sun in your sign. Now, Mercury is going to be joining up with you on the 9th. That's exciting too. And then on the 28th, Mars makes its way into your sign. But let's rewind to the start of the month, because the Sun actually forges a fantastic link with Uranus for the first week. Now, Uranus is quite a random influence. It's been causing quite a lot of turmoil in terms of the information that we've seen that's been coming into the public domain, anything to do with confidential secrets, for example. And it's also seen countries being rocked by revolutions. It's a very, very radical influence. But for you, it's all about encouraging you to break free of anything that's been holding you back, or any limitation which is not very good for you. Now, none of us can have total freedom. If we did, it probably would be a fairly feckless life that we lived. But this aspect at the start of the month asks you to have the courage to go for something that is really important for you and not be too bogged down or concerned by your obligations and responsibilities to other people. So you need to go with the moment. Now, there is also 3 planets still clustered in a very psychological part of your horoscope. This is interesting. Now, Mercury, the first of them, is actually going to get back in terms of its location on the 4th to the position where it first began its retrograde at the end of June. So if you have gone through a period of feeling anxious or bogged down, or not feeling that other people are keeping you in the loop, I do feel that things will start to feel more reassuring from then. But I have to be brutally honest with you. Jupiter is in this area too, and it can be wonderful in terms of your philosophical or spiritual growth in the next year, but it's opposed by Pluto for the first 3 weeks of this month. This could see you at times lose motivation this month, or be affected by the viewpoints of other people. Dogma could be a massive problem that you encounter, but it's also very important that you don't let your own fixed ideas prevent you from growing or getting on with people too. Be conscious of this type of stuff. Now, fortunately, Jupiter works really well for you on the 6th when there's a fantastic new moon in your sign. Now, you can be one of the most glamorous members of the zodiac. And this is just saying to you that your subtle charm, your awesome charisma, doesn't always have to be put across in a very obvious way. Jupiter gives you other skills, nuances, and be aware of your qualities. This is what this is saying. So you don't necessarily have to give yourself a massive physical makeover, though you may choose to do so. But when it comes to talking to people, or starting anything new, past memories, knowledge and experience, or even confidential briefings can be very important to your progress. Now, when Mercury moves into your sign on the 9th, I do feel psychologically this is going to be really, really helpful. Now, Venus moves on the 12th, and it moves into your sector of words and communication. Fantastic again, the two can cooperate brilliantly for you. But I think that you have an opportunity in the first 2 weeks of this month anyway to make use of Venus. And Venus is also going to be forging a link with Mars. And this is saying to you that when it comes to marshalling your resources, again, something from your past, skills or talents that you've not been using, could be very positive for you in the here and now. By the 21st, however, there is a full moon. This occurs in Aquarius, shines back across the heavens towards the Sun in your sign. This really is going to sharpen up your thinking around relationships. Someone might tell you something that you're not expecting. It could surprise you because perhaps they've been keeping this to themselves. They may not deliberately try to be hurtful, but perhaps there's part of your attitude that they're finding difficult. Because you are someone who is so proud, perhaps people are aware it's not always easy to negotiate with you about the things that you may feel are a little bit your weaknesses or vulnerabilities, but something could come out around then. Financially, however, the focus moves on the 23rd and the 24th with the Sun and Mercury moving. The suggestion here is, though, that as they go opposite Neptune, there could be a lot of confusion and not a lot of factual information around, which is really accurate. So if you're thinking about doing anything majorly big, buying a new car, building an extension to your home, buying a home, anything that's like this, really do look at the small print very, very carefully. I'm not saying that someone's deliberately going to cheat you, but there is a potential for that. There's certainly potential for you to get confused or someone else to make an inadvertent mistake. However, the month ends in a really positive way for you when Mars arrives in your sign on the 28th. And this psychological undercurrent, which has been going on for you for some weeks, finally shifts. You're now totally in the present. Your energy picks up, your drive picks up. You feel much more in the moment and can demonstrate what a unique person you are. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.